Hello, everybody. Welcome to the new episode for Harnessing the Power of Gender Neutrality. We have Rashi Rajshekhar, founder of Poonam Foundation and researcher on gender neutrality with us, who is sharing amazing knowledge about gender neutrality. In this show, in every episode, she shares knowledge how understanding of gender neutrality can lead to high level of all productivity. She also shares in various ways how we can use the power of gender neutrality in establishing a better society. Poonam Foundation is Rashtri's passionate venture. She strongly believes we can create gender neutral workplaces, mindsets, and society. Rashi's 28 years of work experience has added value to her being an entrepreneur, educationist, researcher, writer, speaker, counselor, and a game changer. Welcome, Rashi, to the show.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So today's topic is very interesting topic, friends. Gender role versus gendered behavior in men and women. We are going to hear amazing, interesting knowledge about how this topic can be so powerful in society. Yes, Rashi, please go ahead. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Charu. It's always interesting to, pick few of my research, threads and talk here, and it takes me back to so many amazing things which I, discovered while doing my studies. So this is quite interesting. So each gender has a specific behavior, correct? And that is innate of their being. So we say that a man will behave like this only, or woman will behave like this only. So this is an innate behavior that we have. And gender role is what you adopt as a part of your upbringing from the society. The society can be various structures within which the society is built. Okay.
Yeah.
So we say that gender role is masculine, feminine, depending on the culture and background in which you are brought up. Okay. Now I want to highlight something very interesting here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There was a research done in 3 tribal societies. Okay. Three tribal societies from Papua New Guinea. Now, why we chose tribes? Because see, they are not yet influenced by the urbanization, technology, knowledge, interaction, or any kind of impression very specific to media.
Very true.
There are no ideas and no roles which are defined to them. They still follow their age-old traditional way within which they are brought up. So in this study, it was noticed that now I'll talk about all 3 tribes, okay? And just listen carefully.
Yeah.
The tribe 1. So the name of the tribe 1 is Arpesh tribe.
Okay.
Okay. So Arpesh tribe, they believe that both men and women are responsible for the child, and the children should be brought up that way, and the children should be brought up with love, gentleness, and care. So this is what they believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, second tribe is Mundmore tribe.
Okay.
Okay. So the Mundmore tribe is an ex-cannibal, quarrelsome, aggressive. Male and female both are equally aggressive.
Interesting.
And they don't like pregnancies and babies.
Wow.
Okay.
Take a note.
Okay. This is something very amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
Otherwise, we say that standard norm that okay, women they love babies. But
yeah, definitely.
Here there was an example which was given that if they hang baby, if baby is crying, and then if it is if they have to pacify the baby, the baby is hanged in some kind of a mesh, and then they hit the mesh or something like that. Very weird way of managing. Very rough and tough way of
harsh way to deal with the baby. Harsh.
So that's why they are described, in a research as a very, very, very quarrelsome, arrogant, and very aggressive.
Okay.
And both. And the third tribe is Chumbli tribe.
Okay.
So here females are interested in the economic affairs.
Mm-hmm.
They are into trade. Mm-hmm. They are into gathering food, and men are, looking after babies, sentimental. They don't take decisions. Okay, so if you look at all the 3 tribes,
it's different.
Are completely different.
When this research was done, any
it it was done, say tribes, are there for years together.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
and this was done by, discovered by another anthropologist and
Okay.
psychologist in 19, in 90s.
90s. Okay.
So when we
Quite
trace,
recent, not that old. Like,
yes, but when we trace, to get some findings about, is there
yeah,
something different? This is how I came across this piece from them, and I'm thankful to them that they did some research on this to find, is there something different? Okay. Now it shows that gender roles are fluctuating based on the cultural norms passed from one generation to another. So for first tribe, the cultural norms were different. For second tribe, so they have
right.
not been to the empowerment classes.
No, they
But
are not touched also with the powerful
yes,
word of empowerment and what's happening
yes,
around at present.
yes. But still, both of them take equal responsibility and bring up their child with love, care, and gentleness. These are the three qualities mentioned there. And they feel
Okay.
that that is how the children, so they're bringing up that way, and they're giving, passing it to the another, generation. So
Generation.
it will follow. Okay. Now, uh, and this influences the cognitive abilities to adapt and accept how to
Correct.
deal with opposite gender or another gender.
Very true.
Okay. Now there was another, there was further research was done, and they found that in all these three societies, all these three, tribes, uh, the male members were still aggressive compared to women.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
comparatively, so
Yeah.
though in one society, if you see one tribe, the females are aggressive. Another society, male and female both are aggressive, and third is, both are balanced. But in overall, when they were doing research, they figured out that yet the aggression in men is
Arts
comparatively more.
more.
And that is where I'm talking about the innate qualities. So these are some of the innate qualities. So in all societies, the men were more aggressive
Hmm.
than women. So it suggests that the behaviors are innate and universal, but degree to which extent, it is expressed is based on the cultural influence that they have.
Correct. Very powerful point, I must say. Definitely.
Yeah, this is a core statement. So
Okay.
there are innate qualities, but how it is expressed is based on the cultural
Effect of the
influence
culture.
and
Correct.
how your brain is wired.
Very true.
Yeah, your brain is wired, correct? So for example, I must tell you that, okay, I'm okay to say that I am come from one state of, India, that is
Correct.
Maharashtra.
Yeah.
And my husband comes from another state of India, that is from down south.
Okay.
I am wired to think in a certain way, and he's wired to think in a
In the other
certain
way,
way.
definitely. The
Other way.
different way of upbringing,
Okay.
different way of
And
thinking, and
that is
different
where,
way of the perception for the personalities.
see, this is exactly what you said just now, that his innate qualities and my innate qualities will always remain the same because of our gender, orientation,
Orientation.
yet the expression will differ. So my expression as a woman from a state of Maharashtra will be different than his expectations from me as a woman who's
From
actually he has seen from the down south.
definitely. Very true.
He will find that, okay, this is not the way, because he doesn't understand the innate qualities what I have.
Correct.
He understands the cultural influences that he has and the cultural influences that I have.
Very
But the
true.
innate qualities what he has, innate qualities what I have,
It's totally different.
if they are adapted, if they are accepted, then the difference, the difference you will realize, and the more awareness is required. So otherwise, if you see, Chan, except, the except the productive organs that we have, our bodies are same,
Very true.
functioning the same. We do all the hands, legs, we do everything same. There is not much difference in that. We see, we hear, we smell, we, feel.
Senses are same. Everything is same.
Yeah, we have similar kind of emotions. So there is a lot of, there we have already have a, we are equal.
Very
And
true.
even in my last episode, I talked about, the male contribution. Even
Correct.
the reproductive organs are different, but the
Very true.
contribution is equal. If you
Definitely.
see, one is
Definitely.
macro, one is micro, one is invisible, one is visible. That is the difference. But the change has come because of the perception, how it is seen, or perceived over the years.
Correct. So how you want to, what insight you want to share with the world that based on the research is done in the present time, now what's your opinion that how we can have a balanced society based on this and what changes people should be doing while having understanding about the personality of self?
Yeah, so it's very, very important. It's very, very important that realize and understand, or have that awareness of your innate qualities. So innate qualities of a man, if you talk about, it could be focused, balanced, detached, and aggression.
Very true.
If you talk about innate qualities of a woman, is versatile, energetic, emotional, and creative. That does not mean that both of them do not have either of it. They have,
Yeah.
but the influence of innate quality is higher in a particular gender. The moment you realize,
Accept, yeah, that acceptance
accept,
is a big word, I must say, and it has to be done by everybody as an individual, I
yes,
suppose.
accept and relate with these innate qualities, it will be easy for you to then understand the cultural influence that you have.
All right.
That is what we do in gender neutral workshops. We look at the innate qualities, we help you accept those, and we through our assessment, we make you go through the influences that you have.
Very interesting.
Okay, so
Very
what
interesting.
the difference between these two will be lot of stress, will be lot of of with conflict within you,
Within
will
self.
be inability to belong and relate to some your own community, your own people, or maybe outside. So you'll go through entire thing, but
Journey.
you
It
will
will be a
bring
journey.
it will be a journey, will bring you to some stage where you will be able to then balance
But I think this journey will be transformational because once
this journey.
you have that self navigation of
Yes,
understanding your innate qualities better way, I
yes,
think you will have a
yes,
broader vision to accept the innate qualities of the other gender. And I think
yes,
your research, particularly related to the gender neutrality, this
yes,
acceptance of the innate qualities for each
yes.
other
Huh.
can really bring a lot of changes in the society, isn't it?
Lot of changes, and the moment you create, you understand, this what is coming to you since ages, and your own qualities, which never came since ages, which came along with you when you were born. So when you are able to see the difference in these two, it you don't have, your equality will manifest. I am not against
Actually,
equality. For me, equality is a manifestation. Equality is not a demand. It's not a. mm, It's not something you take from the shelf and you say that
take it,
I am
I'm
equal.
equal. Correct. That's a strong point. Because,
Yes,
yeah, the moment we use the word neutrality and gender neutrality, the
mm,
perception of gender equality and gender neutrality is totally different. So it has to
yes,
be, and the difference has to be understood. And once that understanding is there, I think we can have much better society where people are respecting each other and accepting each other in a better way.
yes. And in the corporate also, it is possible to do that because you are there for a limited period and for a common goal.
Correct.
Okay, okay. And when we do these assessments in the organizations, we drive their mind towards this balanced understanding of various cultures within which they are working, and their own innate qualities. So it helps them interact with each other with more acceptability and more better perception about
Each other.
and know that what has, how to balance this, uh, the various impressions what they have here.
I'm curious, you have brought this corporate sector discussion. To my understanding, in corporate scenario, mostly the things are judged on the basis of performance. So when you talk about gender neutrality and acceptance of innate qualities, don't you think the point of discussion goes in some different way? How you relate both? Because in corporate world, what matters is your performance, right?
Yes.
Whoever is performing in what way, they are judged on the basis of that. And
Yeah.
somehow, whenever women folks start talking about the equality part, the judgment comes certainly on the basis of the performance which they're having. And all discussion goes on that channel. So how you bring this gender neutrality part in that scenario? Because nobody has time to understand that, okay, what are your innate qualities? And why you are behaving like this? And why your performance is like this? How you relate both things together?
Yes, being a HR professional, I can simplify this saying that we evaluate, any person based on what skill, knowledge, behavior,
Correct.
majorly. Okay,
Major.
skill comes from what you have tangibly done, in your work, the task given to you.
Correct.
So if there is a project manager, task given to him to complete the project, it's a very tangible.
Very true.
Payroll, whether you have done payroll on time, and what is the percentage of error, have you reduced it month on month, and compliances are done on time, and how many employee queries you have got, have you resolved them month on month. You have some data points,
parameters are there, and they are judged.
Your scorecard is there.
Scorecard is there.
Okay. Then knowledge is about your knowledge of your work, whether you have subject matter expertise. This comes from outside with your either experience or your education.
Very true.
Behavior is something which relates to what I'm speaking. So what is a behavior? You're a team member, how you get work done, your interpersonal relationship, okay? Are you a motivator? How you deal and gel with the entire group? Are you a person who's productive, or does your productivity get influenced by your behavior where you are completely blocked within? So there are a lot of trainings are happening on unbiased mindset views, something like that.
So here you bring this difference. That everybody's having different innate qualities, and all such behavior which you're talking about, the way you are having your participation and how you're connecting with people. I think emotional intelligence also is covered under this category. And then when you are having acceptance, first understand yourself and then have that same understanding for the other person based on that innate quality. And
you don't have to do anything, automatically it will happen.
Naturally it will happen.
Will come. See, the way
I got the point.
Work,
wonderful.
The way I work is that we don't tell you ABCD.
Okay.
It should happen. Then only transformation.
Very true. And I think organizations can work much better way once this understanding is there in the employee's mindset and the changes are done. The common goal is obviously the growth for the company. And once this understanding is there, I think we will have better results, annual results.
And Charu, number of women are getting educated. Percentage is increasing.
Definitely.
Number of women joining organization
is increasing
because of the organizations having target of women joining and climbing the ladders
is increasing.
Is there is a target, it is increasing. So look at whether your existing employees or rest of the employees are in sync with this change. Have they adopted to this?
Take a note, organizations. Take a note. This is such a powerful point, and the changes.
Is your leader gender neutral? See why I'm saying gender neutral?
Very
because
true.
Just because you're hiring too many women, you can't just get polarized towards women, saying that my target is to look after women, so let me finish this. And you are ignoring another
The
gender.
present, yeah, the present section,
Yeah.
which is bothered, like
Yes.
what's happening?
Yes. So gender neutral approach, is your leader gender neutral in
Neutral.
his mindset, or he is just going with the flow, saying that okay, now more number of women are there, I have to accept them and elevate their status within the organization, so I ignore all men.
The change has to be
That's
done both
not
ways.
done.
Yeah,
Change
that's
has
not
to be
done.
done. And then
Definitely.
women leaders who are on top, are they influencers?
Very true.
Do they even know how to influence? My question.
Big question.
Big question.
Wonderful,
And
wonderful. Awesome discussion, Rashri. Amazing knowledge. And definitely, I will request my network who is watching this show and share this with your network, create this awareness that how important it is to have the understanding of the gender neutrality. And as based on Rashri's researches and what knowledge she has gained and what she has shared with us today, it's all about understanding self first and then accepting self first, and then we are having a better understanding of our surrounding, people who are in our surrounding. So once this is applied at the organizational level, I think we can have better results in every organization and
we
definitely
have
in the
got
society.
assessment. And we have an assessment tool.
They have the assessment
Helps.
tool also, which helps. So do reach out to her for having the trainings for gender neutrality mindset in your organization. We will be sharing the details in the content section and work towards an excellent society where we are having unbiased thinking for each other. Thank you so much, Rashi, for your wonderful share. We will look forward for the other discussion next month on gender neutrality. Take care. Thank you for your time.